What's up, everybody? Crypto Martian here, and I got a few articles for you today. Right now, I am on CoinGecko. Let me refresh it real quick. We got market cap is at 273 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 64%, Ethereum 9, and XRP is at 3%. Looks like it's back at the number 3 spot. It's sitting at about 20 cents. Bitcoin sitting at 96, almost 97. Looks like it gets a little pump. It's up 2% for the day. Ethereum's at 240. It's up 3% for the day. Overall, it looks like everything's getting a nice pump or a nice little run up. But we'll see if we're still expecting to drop. VeChain's been doing pretty good. It's up 51%. Maker's been doing good. Ontology's up 28%. Data, we have that in the article right now. It's down 20%. I may look into picking some of those up. Let me say gold. Algorand, that's up 28%. Engine 25%. Zilliqa 63%. A lot of these coins are popping off individually here. Zilliqa's at 16. Oh, Zilliqa's at about a penny. Let's see. Wave looks like it had a little run up. A lot of them looks like they're having a good little pump. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get into these articles here. Just wanted to do a quick look at the market. All right, first article here. I'm not gonna really go through it. Just wanted to show the bullish narrative they're pushing out here. We got Publish, OX, we got Theta and Theta Fuel, TFU tokens, another bullish wave up to 365% expected. This is by Moon 333 3 hours ago from when I'm recording this. It just goes through a technical analysis. There's a pattern that it's formed in the past, and it had other run-ups. They had one that was a chart from October 2019. It was a bullish butterfly pattern on the 4-day chart, and it started a bullish rally in the month of December, and it first produced more than 200% gains. Again, let's see. Then the price action again dropped down and used the potential reversal zone as support and started another powerful bullish move and produced more than 866% huge profits. So there's different charts here. Oh, I guess there's a video. I didn't watch the video. Yeah, it just goes through a couple charts. I guess it's his own view. I thought that was pretty interesting. And they did just have another. They had that partnership, I believe, was with Samsung. I've been seeing a lot of bullish news coming out. These altcoins are popping off one by one, and they're just some of them getting massive volatility and price movements are moving up. So you can get some pretty good profits here, pretty good gains. But on to the next article here. We got Orchid OXT trading is coming to Kraken on June 2nd. I am a fan of Orchid. For those of you who don't know, Orchid aims to incentivize a distributed network of computers to provide an alternative to traditional virtual private network VPN services. I'm a fan of VPN as well. You know, you don't get tracked. You could use it to trade on other exchanges that restrict you from trading in your country. You could just use a VPN, and you can bypass that, and it's more secure. Most of them are secure as far as hackers. They don't, they can't really trace your IP and all that. And you could choose your IP. And then next we got to accomplish this, Orchid uses a new cryptocurrency OXT which allows users to buy bandwidth, and that bandwidth providers needed to purchase and stake to power the network. With OXT, you can pay anonymously for only the bandwidth you use. Monthly fees and personal payment information is not required. Easily change providers. If you want to switch to a different provider, a quick tap will get you randomly reassigned to a new one. Share your account. Orchid works across an unlimited number of devices. Project website, HTTPS. Then you got the project website here. You got trading pairs will be USD, the Euro, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And this is really good news for OXT. Usually, every time a coin gets listed or a token gets listed on a new exchange, they do get a nice little pump. The more exchanges these coins get listed on, the more buyers they reach, the more liquidity comes into the market, more cash comes into the market, you get more investors. We could check this website out real quick. I do hold OXT. I thought it was pretty interesting. You get a decentralized internet, not as controlled. They say that what internet that we're using today is only like 1% of like the actual internet that's out there. It's just controlled to what we're. This is just what we're controlled to see. You got OXT. You get a bandwidth from different providers. You get to pay for your use. Oh look, here we go. Pay per use in Orchid. On Orchid, you only pay for service while actually using the VPN. Turn it off, and there are no charges and no monthly fees. Provider network. Change providers within the Orchid network with a click. If you don't like one, simply tap to reconnect and get randomly reassigned. You can share your account with any unlimited number of devices and people. Manage one account for your friends, family, and all other devices. It's like okay, it was featured on TechCrunch, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, CNET. So pretty interesting here. Let me know if anybody here is into Orchid. Any other coins that y'all are into. So that's it on. Just wanted to show y'all that website real quick. Go to the next article, and it is on Decrypt, and it is surging volume and near record earnings at decentralized exchanges. For decentralized exchanges, open and trustless wins the exchange race. It says here, decentralized exchanges are taking on more and more volume and quickly gaining ground versus centralized counterparts. This means earnings are rising too, and while the numbers are small compared to centralized exchanges in the decentralized world, anyone can benefit. It may be a slow, long battle to supersede our centralized overlords, but in the end it will be a no-brainer for people to trust an open decentralized protocol over a closed centralized bank. Since January 2019, Ethereum's liquidity protocols and applications have increased their market share relative to CEX volumes by 5 times, up to 0.6% from 0.12%, according to the block's Larry Cermak. With rising volumes come rising earnings. With rising volumes come rising earnings. Annualized revenues for major DEXs are on track to reach new highs this year as forecasted sector earnings approach 12 million. According to token terminal data, because of their permissionless nature, many protocols allow anyone with an Ethereum address to become a liquidity provider and earn a piece of the fees. So you got here DEX volume surges. Ethereum's DEXs have traded over 3 billion in total volume in the first 6 months of 2020 compared to 2.4 billion in all of 2019. Moreover, DEX volumes have seen a massive spike upward since the beginning of the year. In January, cumulative weekly volumes averaged around 61 million across major DEXs. Only 3 months later, average volumes increased by 230% to reach 193 million in March. The biggest increase came from Black Thursday, a new day, which I don't believe is a thing really. Just got one drop. Bitcoin's volatile, crypto's volatile. We know you get massive drops, so wasn't really a Black Thursday. But it says a day where crypto asset prices were cut in half in response to COVID-19 pandemic. As major DEXs aggregated over 400 million in trading volume that week alone. Since then, trading activity has remained steady as Ethereum DEXs average around 184 million in weekly volume as of May 2020. We got a chart here. The DEX, you got Uniswap. Looks like Uniswap leads the way. You got next after that, probably Oasis. Then you got Kyber, and then IDEX, then DYDX. Looks like OX is at the bottom, AirSwap above that, and then Bancor above that. It says Uniswap is a dominant force in the sector since says Uniswap is the dominant force in the DEX sector. Uniswap is the dominant force in the DEX sector. Since the beginning of the year, the liquidity protocol has seen nearly 755 million in trading volume, beating out the rest of the field. Kyber and DYDX took second and third. So you got a lot of. I think that's really good. I like to see more volume, a lot of more people using these decentralized exchanges versus centralized. Um, Because crypto, you could either use it for, you could either get away from the system, and then at the same time, the system's going to use crypto to either control us more. So the more we support these decentralized platforms that are created, that's going to only benefit us more in the long run than versus using these centralized. We need to just, if we would just stop using their system, they wouldn't have a chance. They wouldn't have so much control. So it's back to the article. We got while Ethereum's dexes are growing, they aren't even close to competing with its centralized counterparts, according to Masari's quote real volume and quote major centralized exchanges trade for a total of 5.83 billion in a single day. Yes, that's correct. Centralized exchanges facilitate nearly 2 times more trading volume in a single day than Ethereum's dexes have done all year. Well, it's a massive difference. We got we're not even close to adoption yet, even when limiting our perspective to just the crypto space. So even at that, it's still early on these dexes. We got a lot more room to grow, but I mean potential's there. You see how much the centralized exchanges are doing. I think it's only a matter of time for these to get like the snowball effect. I really do like Kyber, OX. Uniswap's good as well. If you want to read the rest of the article, it's on Decrypt. I'll go ahead and move on to the next article. We got Chainlink, Ethereum, Cardano, and Digibyte among 27 altcoins outperforming Bitcoin in 2020. This is from the Daily Hodl. We got, let's see here. The biggest crypto gainers in the top 50 year to date is Hedera Hashgraph. I'm a big fan of that. Up 330%. Zilliqa 230%. Digibyte 230%. We got Icon, Theta, both at 180%. Engines on here. Crypto, let me say Go, Chainlink, Cardano, Lisk, Tezos, Bitcoin SV, OKB, Zcash, Dash, Ethereum, OX, Bitcoin Gold, Stellar, Ethereum Classic, Huobi, I'm gonna say Huobi, there you go. Huobi token, Monero, Ugar, Leo token, FTX token, IOTA, and Bitcoin's last at 31.6%. I just thought that was a pretty interesting article. We got these altcoins. I know you got Bitcoin Maximus out there, but I am invested in a lot of coins, and I think they all have potential. They're all going to have their own use cases. The world, in my opinion, is going digital, and everyone's building. Right now is the time to build your projects to be of use in that world. So I think these are a lot of great projects on here, and look at all these potential gains or profits. So let me know if anybody is into any of these coins, or if you'd like me to do a video on any of these coins. So yeah, if you like if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.